Good morning, everybody. It's been quite a while since I put a video out. I think it's got to be about 5 weeks, which is very unusual for me. But here we are. I'd tried to make myself a little goal of getting a cat chat video out for June, and we're a wee bit late, but you know, better late than never. So here I have this beautiful mug gifted to me by Cream Puff's owners. Cream Puff left quite a while ago, so yeah, we're coming in a little late, but thank you so much to the beautiful ladies who gave me this mug, specifically for our cat chat. And Alpha2 approved. She's already sat on me. Hey, Possum. And the way we film this, it's can't really see her. Oh, there we go. Hello. I'm not sure how much I'll get to drink this while I'm chatting to you, but... And there is Meimei over there, who is not super impressed with coffee, but she'll come over when she starts to feel a wee bit left out. But this one is always on my lap. So I'll start out by saying thank you so much to those who've checked in and who've been a wee bit worried about where I've been. I am still posting on Facebook and Instagram just to keep in touch with everybody. But yeah, we have had a bit of a break from videos and just pure lack of motivation, low morale. It is winter in Australia, and even though it does look pretty from the window, it is cold and dark and wet, and it's kind of gets to you a little bit. And even though I have these beautiful fluffies to enjoy, sometimes breeding can be quite challenging as well, or just owning breeding cats. And yeah, it sort of feels like there's been a lot of negative stuff or things go wrong from all angles in the last month. And it's such a shame because I sort of feel like when you're doing really well at something, you know, the higher you are on that pedestal, yeah, the more everything seems to come for you all at once. But anyway, we're sort of getting out of that funk a bit, which is good. And hopefully if I can start making some more videos, I'll get back into the rhythm of it. Meimei's come over to say hello. Hello. She's such a beautiful cat. So friendly. Hang on, if we go over here, we can actually look at you. You'll notice that she's grown quite a bit too. Is that a good spot to be? So yeah, I won't dwell too much. I'll give a little bit of a brief explanation of what's been going on, but we have unfortunately had a little bit of, I'm not even sure what to call it, difficulty maybe with the local council, which is, or with a certain department of the local council, which is an absolute shame. And had I known there would be that difficulty, I probably would not have bought this house. But it is only with one department, which just happens to be animal management. And we're working through that, and we're working very hard to tick all the boxes, because at the moment we are going for the permits we need in this area through the planning department, which do seem to be a little bit more detached, professional. I didn't have a particularly good experience with the animal management department when they came out to inspect our cats and cattery. And it's just a shame because it's nothing that we're necessarily doing wrong here. It's just they don't agree with breeding cats. And they run a shelter, and it's that age-old argument, I guess. Some people just don't really think there should be cats being bred when a shelter is full of, you know, stray or feral or homeless cats looking for homes. And it can just be a little bit demoralising when that opinion is colouring what really should be a professional opinion. And look, I know there'll be people in the comments that perhaps agree with that, but I do work very hard to make sure that our beautiful ragdolls find amazing Forever Family Homes. Many people or families who buy from me, they're not really the sort of people that would purchase from a shelter. You know, they want a very specific breed that's been raised in a family home. They want a health guarantee, which is usually the most common. You know, they want someone to be there if things go wrong. And you're not going to find these cats very often in a shelter, and certainly not going to find any of mine in this local shelter. So I'm waffling a little bit, but yeah, we just had a bit of an unpleasant visit by animal management. And yeah, they were very intimidating. And it's just such a shame because you'd sort of think that all cat lovers should come together and yeah, I might leave it at that, but just on that topic, because it was very distressing, and it literally took me out for a few weeks. I didn't know if they were just going to rock up and break into the house. I didn't know what they were going to do. It wasn't nice. But we are going through a different department just purely because of the numbers. So hopefully that goes well. We are on over 4 acres. There's a lot of space. I've bought this massive house for the cats. So they all have a lot of space. And we do everything right. We have an ABN, we're registered for GST, we pay a lot of tax. Yeah. So anyway, enough of that grizzle. I'll let you know how we're going with the actual cats, because I know a lot of people watch this channel because it brings them joy and happiness, and that's sort of what I've been trying to find over the last few weeks. And I've sort of come full circle a little bit, thinking, well, I've found joy in watching other people's channels. That's sort of got me out of this dark hole, and I'm really hoping seeing our beautiful cats can perhaps help other people that might just need a bit of fluffy purry love. Are you gonna give us a purr, Alpha2? So our plans for Meimei. Meimei is now 9 months old, which means she is officially an adult. And she hasn't had her first call at all, and a call is like a cat coming on heat. So she's still very much, very kitteny. So when she has her first call, that's sort of when we start looking at them more as adults. But she's definitely old enough. Being in the middle of winter, she probably won't call until late July, August. And some cats don't call until they're older, like over a year. So we'll just see how we go. But when Meimei does have her, when she does come on call and we feel that she's ready, we are planning to put her to our beautiful seal bicolour boy, Pepe. And I'll put a picture of him on screen. In fact, I might even, he's inside at the moment. We'll go and pay Pepe a visit. So this is our boy Pepe, come over here, buddy, come and let them see you. So here's a seal bicolour. He is our oldest boy. He's been around for quite a while. He is 7, just over 7. And he hasn't had any litters for a few years now. He's sort of just, we have had lots of his daughters that we've kept. So Pepe's had a bit of a break from being a dad, and he's such an easy cat. Doesn't spray, doesn't really, he's not overly studdy, doesn't really smell. Yeah, hi, bud. He's a very sweet temperament. Come on. And he has his friend down here, Shinobi, who was a previous stud boy. And he's D6 now, so they just live together as friends. Good chap. So Meimei will go to Pepe at this stage of the plan. Oh, the meowing in the background is Gambit, who's on call, and it's too early for her to be bred. So poor Pepe has to listen to that day and night. But he's a very, very chilled out boy. We don't have a lot of this colour. The only other cat we have that's seal is Gin, and Gin's Pepe's daughter. He's like, oh, that sound. Good chap. So he's about, I don't know, halfway through growing his winter coat. It's not super long yet, but it will get much longer in the next few weeks. Good boy. I get asked a lot about, you know, where we keep our studs and do they spray? Yeah, Pepe doesn't spray. I think all stud urine does have a slight whiff to it, to a degree. Careful, mate, you'll fall off. But luckily, Pepe's is really not too bad, and again, doesn't spray, so he can come inside. And then we have outdoor enclosures during spring and summer, and in the heat of summer, he comes in. But unfortunately, we do have some other boys who are chronic sprayers. So unfortunately, we don't keep the really stinky spraying boys inside. So Charlie doesn't spray. He's probably the cleanest of our 4 boys. Cleanest in that he doesn't spray. Oh, where are we going? So yep, Charlie doesn't spray. He gets a bit grubby, but he's doesn't spray at all. And oh. Good boy, you know up there. Yeah. I love this boy. I don't think he'll ever leave here. Hey, buddy. Now, unfortunately, we do have Gobi and Usher who spray terribly. And Usher's probably the stinkiest cat I've ever come across, which is quite funny because he's also such a big teddy bear. And unfortunately, spraying boys, like really bad spraying boys. And it's just a natural thing they do. You know, it's not their fault. But they can't be inside. Unfortunately, I would love to have all of the cats inside, but it's just not possible. So they have their own, their own little houses outside. Yeah. Or we are renovating the bottom rumpus room, and I'm also thinking of getting these special pods put outside too, which are, like little individual rooms, kind of like little studios. I'm thinking if I can get them, the flooring, sort of like the vets do, where it's halfway up the wall, that might work for some of the really stinky boys, but good boy. But until then, we do the best we can. Yeah. So back out here now with Alpha2, who's also a very popular girl. She's about to turn 9 months this coming week. So when she's ready, now both these girls are actually quite good sizes. Both are over 4 kilos, like well over 4 kilos. And that's a really good size for the age. So when Alpha2's ready, she will go to Gobi, who is currently has a date with Tiny. Sort of going on at the moment, which is very exciting. I've not put Tiny to Gobi before, so I'll put Gobi on the screen. He was our very first video. He's our blue bicolour boy we imported from Poland, and we think he'll match really nicely with Alpha2. Oh, hi Meimei. So at the moment, we have a few girls calling. Sort of all happens at once. I hadn't had anyone calling for a month. We have no one pregnant, no one due, no little babies on the ground. I'll take you out to show you our last kitten, who leaves quite soon, but we're a bit of an empty nest, which is also a little bit sad. I love having kittens. But hopefully with girls calling, we'll have some pregnancies on the horizon. But the yeah, the girls that will be due first won't be these two. So we currently have Tiny in with Gobi, and Amane is having another litter with Charlie. And we'll probably have one more litter with Jin, and they'll be our early spring litters, hopefully. Hi, Meimei. They're just such beautiful temperaments. Yeah. For those wondering about Meimei's eyes, so I had it on a, come here, sausage. I had it on a clip, a short or a reel, I think. Now these eyes, 100% real. She has amazing eyes. We're hoping any kittens from you will have those eyes. Good kill. Righty, we'll go and say hello to little London. Hello. Hello, did I interrupt your sleep? So this is little London. He is our last kitten from last season. He's a little bit older, and we've just had him for a few more weeks because his owner is very excitingly decided, or her, I think it's her work, has decided to, oops, hang on, try that, there we go, to fly to Singapore. So London is going with her. So we're just making sure, oh, Gambit's woken up. Hello, I'll show you what's going on. Hi. She's been calling like crazy. Yes, hi London. So London's going on an adventure to Singapore, and we are just getting all of his vet stuff ready. And then he will leave later this month. So he is our last baby. Good chap. Just pan you around. So this is Gambit in mummy coat. Yeah, you didn't really grow much of a winter coat. You've been inside with the heater, so it hasn't really mattered. So she's been calling. It's always quite funny that the girls who call aren't the ones who I can breed. So we can't breed her until next month. She is in fantastic condition. She's well over 5 kilos, I think closer to 5.5. But with our governing council, we have a rule that we can't have less than 6 months between births. You're going to jump from there. I feel like that's not very safe. Oh, that's a bit better. So we have to wait for Gambit's kittens to be, I think it's 17 weeks. And it's just our governing council that have that rule. And I understand why they have it, but it can be not always the best thing for the cat. But at the same time, you just deal with it. It's all good. Yep. Hello. Very friendly. You're going to hop on a lap? You're chewing on my finger. Good boy. I have to say, I'm so proud of these kittens from, it's a bit of fluff, from the season just past. I've had so much amazing feedback from how quickly they settled, how sweet, purry, healthy. I'm really, really, really happy with them. So that's ultimately what we want to do. We want to breed beautiful family pets or beautiful companions. Good boy. So we might leave it there. I don't want to make this one too long. It's more just a getting back on the horse kind of thing. And I'll make sure I have another video out very soon, because we have a very, very exciting announcement of our 2 new kittens, who, if you've been following Facebook, they're not Ragdolls, so it's very, very exciting. And I chose not to put them in this vlog because I do want to do a separate video for them. So we will be working on that and getting that out really, really quickly. Hey London, are you going to say goodbye? Goodbye to the lovely people who've been so supportive. Good chap. Hey, bye-bye.